Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Conqueror Gun Carriage. It's a British Tier 10 SPG and it's located on the north spawn of Tundra and it's under the command of MakeHarmGreatAgain. Yes, I know, it's funny. Yep, it's a pun on a name, isn't it? Well, anyway, this is a 234mm howitzer, 9.2 inch. And it's capable of dealing out 1200 alpha damage, and it's recently gone through a nerf because this is a replay from 1.4, and well, the Arty has had some changes. Its range is shortened, its shell speed is shortened, but it's the path of the shell, the arc of the shell, has actually got better. And this Arty used to be known and still is known as the Conqueror Orbital Laser Cannon, and that's because with that howitzer it can fire a shell almost straight up in the air and almost straight down on top of its target. So yes, it was like being hit from orbit, and well, the arc's got better, but unfortunately the range is shortened, but it's still capable of doing 1200 alpha. So he's moving to a firing position. I think he's going to go near the railway line, or is he staying here? No, he's moving, still moving. And this skin was provided by Sir Rusty, by the way. It's got our logo on the side, as you can see. And well, he's moving to his firing position. It's well over here, and the enemy has turned up already. Okay, now he's dialing in on the enemy. From this position, oh, it's an Object 277 of 60 TP and an E100. He's almost ready to shoot, and they're all bunched together, and he's using premium ammo. Rounds out. Oh yes, he hits 3 tanks with 1 shot. All of them have been stunned. All of them have been damaged. The one who took the most damage was the E100. He took 590 hit points of damage. Then the 60 TP took 384 and the Object 277 took 245. Now it's rather a long reload. You can only get 1.3 shots per minute, and I think that equates to something close to 45 seconds for each shot. He's loaded, rounds out straight away, and oh well, he killed the E100 with that shot, and he badly damaged the 277 and still stunned. He's now indicating he's going to go for the 60 TP and the Object 268. Okay, he's looking at Battle Assistant now. Wants to get this just right. Hopefully he might be able to hit 2 tanks with 1 shot. The Object 277's gone down. There's a Jaeger down there, but it looks like he's trying to retreat. We're almost ready to shoot. Rounds out straight away, and yes, he damaged both tanks again, the 268 and the 60 TP. So the enemy is taking one hell of a hammering from the Conqueror. Now it's built on the chassis of or the hull of a Conqueror, and the engine was placed up front with the gun at the back. And this Arty never actually got built. It's proposed, but it only existed in blueprint. So somebody put it together, designed it, but it never got produced. No, not even a prototype. And he just got his first kill, the Object 268. Well, in fact, it's second kill, I should say, because he did kill the E100, and he's now moving from this position because the enemy has been pushed back. And I think what he's trying to do now is get to a position where he can hit the enemy who are retreating. He's trying to select another target. Well, there's a ship barn. It's got very thin armor on that thing. It could do a lot of damage. There's the E3, the American Tier 10 tank destroyer, lining up a shot. He's trying to get a solution. It's going to be a difficult shot because he's just over a ridgeline, and yes, he gets it. 561 hit points of damage. Now I think you'll note that because he's using premium ammo, premium HE, which does give you a bigger splash radius, you get well, it's I think it's quite a bit more than the standard. I can't tell you the exact figures at the moment, but I do know that Wargaming has nerfed that with 1.5. They've reduced the footprint, the splash footprint, quite a bit. But he's now going to go for a griller, and this is going to be fun. He's loaded, dialed in, and rounds out now. This is going to be, 498 hit points and a long stun. And the IS-7 just got a kill on the T110E3 that we shot at earlier. And he's about to come around the corner, and the griller's about to ambush him from the left. I think the IS-7 knows he's there. Meanwhile, up on the hill, this 907's made a huge mistake because he's come around the corner and he's now faced by two enemy tanks, a K91 and a 251. Oh, batch at 25 tons, sorry. And we're going for the E100. Lining him up. Rounds out, this should be a kill. Oh, the shell went long, but the E100 was killed, so we pick up the splash. Unfortunately, we just lost our IS-7. The GWE-100 got him. And he was found, well, he's down in grid square K3 at the moment. I don't think that MakeHarmGreatAgain is actually paying attention to that. I think he's looking at these big heavies who've got lots of hit points. Ready to go, rounds out straight away on the Type 5, and he gets a hit on the turret itself. 508 hit points from that one. The Jaeger has been killed. Oh, and well, we're going to go for the Type 5 Heavy again. He's still got loads of hit points. With two tanks up on the enemy, but they've only got three tanks left, including this Type 5, a GWE 100, and that Gorilla. And the Batchat's coming for the Gorilla. We're still focusing on the Type 5 Heavy because he's got a lot of hit points. Rounds out. Direct hit. I reckon that did at least 500 hit points of damage, and we'll find out any second because the K91 is coming up that ramp. He'll spot him. Yes, it did do around about 500. But that K91 needs to pull back to stop the Type 5 derping him. We're not going to be ready to shoot for a moment, and yeah, it looks like the K91 is going to get derped. Yep, he has been. But we're about to shoot. Just lining the Type 5 up. Rounds out. Well, it landed in the gap, but we don't know how much damage it did. It would have been splash damage. And it's now 3 versus 3. So 2 Artys, a Batchat 155, 58, and of course this Conqueror Gun Carriage. And the only remaining tank on our team is the Gorilla 15. And he's near the spawn point. And I think he's AFK. I'm pretty certain he's AFK. In fact, the others are saying use the Gorilla as a spotting. And I think that's probably the best thing to do. Let him spot for you. And when the enemy turns up, hit them. They'll probably go straight for the Gorilla anyway. Now, one good thing is that the Batchat 155-58 does have 3 rounds in his magazine to shoot at the enemy. So if we do spot the enemy, he gets 3 chances after we've fired to take them out. Looks like they're going to stick at this side of the map and aim at the cap area and use the natural protection of these rocks. Now, unfortunately, the Conqueror does have very poor traverse, so it's going to be difficult for him to turn and face the enemy if the enemy gets close. It's only 24 degrees a second, you see, so yeah, if they get close and they get behind him, and of course that Gorilla 15 could easily do that. If he does get behind him, it's going to be very difficult to stop that tank destroyer killing him. There's the Gorilla 15. Oh, there's the Type 5 Heavy. Okay, so we know where he is. The Gorilla 15 spotting him. Oh, he's been hit by the Type 5. And he's being killed by the enemy Gorilla. We're lining up a shot on the Type 5. Rounds out. And that's a kill shot. So, it's 2 versus 2 now. He's in the reload sequence, 1/3 of the way through, half the way through, almost there. Okay, it's loaded. Now presumably the Type 5 would have known which direction the shell came from, and he would have told that to the Gorilla and the GWE-100. I think we're more worried of what that Gorilla will do if he does turn up. But the Batchat 155-58 will get 3 chances to kill the Gorilla if he does turn up at close range. Right, we're getting ready for a shotgun. If I remember correctly, that Gorilla had actually taken some pretty bad damage, so I reckon he's going to be low on hit points as well, and a near miss could be enough to take him out of the game. Unfortunately, I think the GWE-100 is 100% health. Here come, oh wow, what a shot, snapshot on the Gorilla, took him out the game just like that. Fantastic. He had it perfect. He worked out where the guy was going to come from, and he actually came around that corner. I thought he would actually come up from the south, but the Batchat was covering that angle, and no, he came around that corner rather quickly and met a shell coming the other way. That must have been so awkward for him. So now it's 2 Arty versus 1 Arty. And that GWE-100, well, they can go hunt him now. Excellent shot there by MakeHarmGreatAgain. Really good. The Batchat 155-58 is going to stay where he is for the moment. I don't think he was spotted by the Gorilla. The Gorilla would have seen MakeHarmGreatAgain for sure, but I don't think that the Batchat was spotted, so he can stay where he is. And the moment the GWE-100 is seen, fire on him. Now just go straight to the cap. That's it. Now the question is, which side do you take? I would go the other side. That's it. That side's probably the best one to go to for the moment. We don't know specifically where the GWE-100 is. He'll probably aim for the rock, because he'll think that the Arty is hiding behind the rock. There's the 2-minute warning. And the GWE-100 has been spotted. He's going for the corner. And he's spotted the Batchat. He's dialing in on him. Lining up the shot. He's badly hit him. Rounds out. And a kill shot there. And MakeHarmGreatAgain has certainly done his job and won the game. 5 kills. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. I'm sure his team thought this was a loss. No, it wasn't. It was an ace tanker win for MakeHarmGreatAgain in the Conqueror Gun Carriage. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5 in total, and he got a gauze medal as well for doing more damage than 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. Well, very effective indeed. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, there you go. Look at that. He was second behind the FB4005 Stage 2, the ship barn on the enemy team. 6,420 hit points of damage for him. And then we've got MakeHarmGreatAgain with 5,480 hit points of damage on his team. And after that's the Type 5 Heavy with 4,582 hit points. The ship barn did actually pick up the high caliber as well. When it came to kills, though, it was definitely Make Harm Great Again. He got 5 kills. The Gorilla 15, the GWE 100, both got 3 apiece. And when it came to base XP, still Make Harm Great Again. He got 1,208 base experience points, which is enough for an ace tanker on the CGC. 916 for the E100 and 867 for the Type 5 Heavy. And of course the Batchat 155-58 did survive the battle, although he had been badly damaged by that GWE 100. Let's have a look at the detailed report. He fired 13 rounds during that game. He got 7 direct hits and 1 penetration. I suspect that was probably from the GWE 100. Splash damage on 16. Damage of 5,480 hit points, of which 5,319 were at more than 300 meters. He damaged 9 of the enemy, 3/5 of the enemy team, and killed 5 of the enemy, 1/3 of the enemy team. He also did stun assistance of 2,846 hit points off 12 stuns. And he also managed to get 36 capture points while he was in the cap. On a premium count, he earned 85,952 credits from that game, but because he was using premium ammo throughout, he actually spent 104,000 for that, and he also had consumables, so he actually made a loss of 38,048 credits. But it was worth it because he used premium ammo. That shot on the GWE 100 at the end was terminal for him because he got the full force of it. He was well within the stun range of that shell, or well within the splash range. He received 1,812 XP times 2 for the first victory, took away 3,624 experience points altogether. So a fantastic game in the Conqueror Gun Carriage there by Make Harm Great Again. I like your name as well. It sort of reminds me of something. I can't think where. Yes. And you certainly did make harm great again this time. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. Hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.